Absolutely. And, going into the weekend, we knew that portions of the country that saw that kind of weather was under a level 4 on a 5-level scale for severe weather from the Storm Prediction Center. And so really just, your thoughts go out to the folks that are dealing with that, because that was just a devastating system that rolled through the country. We got some rain out of it, some really gusty winds on Saturday, but luckily nothing too severe. A few severe thunderstorm warnings popped because of those gustier winds and a little bit of hail. But in the meantime, we are just dealing with a colder aftermath. It was that cold front that swept through, triggering some of that severe weather. But check out the train station. I just can't show this enough this morning. It's spectacular. Happy St. Patrick's Day. It's going to be a sunny and seasonal holiday for you. We'll be at 31 degrees as you step outside in Detroit, but mid to upper 20s elsewhere. Ann Arbor at 25, 27 in Pontiac, 28 in Monroe. But those northerly winds sustained closer to about 10 miles per hour, making it feel even colder out there. So here's a look at those actual air temperatures, where we're all in the mid to upper 20s with the exception of Sandusky and City Airport. The farther west you go, mid-20s in Ann Arbor and Howell. But this is going to be what it feels like as you step outside. 17 in portions of Washtenaw County, 18 down in Monroe, same in Pontiac, and then 19 in Lapeer and Sandusky, right around 20 degrees from Metro Airport towards City Airport, so a good portion of Wayne County with wind chill readings in the low 20s. So bundle up, but your favorite shade of green. Wind gusts will be coming out of the northwest today between about 15 to 20 miles per hour. So here's a look at your day planner. 45 for the afternoon high. I get it. That's distinctly cooler than where we've been. However, we have to remind ourselves that this is where we should be for St. Patrick's Day. Pretty average temperature. So we'll have seasonal conditions paired with some sunshine as we work into the afternoon. Tonight, though, partly cloudy, 36. So cool, but not as chilly. South-southeasterly winds are picking up. Gusts will be around 20 miles per hour, and it's the direction of the wind that will take us back into the 60s tomorrow. Forecasting 62 for the afternoon high with increasing clouds. So warmer tomorrow. We'll be even warmer on Wednesday before the bottom falls out once again. Speaking of Wednesday, we are in severe weather awareness week across the state of Michigan. And come Wednesday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, tornado sirens will be going off. So this is your forewarning that there will be a statewide tornado drill at 1 o'clock in the afternoon Wednesday. So all Michigan counties partaking in this, it's a good time to practice your tornado safety plans. Going into an interior room, the lowest spot of your house, things like that. Clouds and radar. So let's take you through the timeline here as we head into really Thursday morning. It's late Wednesday through the overnight into Thursday morning that rain starts to overspread the area, but I'm keeping a very close eye on what's to the west at that point as temperatures tumble going into Thursday evening and Thursday night. We could see a changeover from rain to snow. The ironic part, Thursday is the first day of spring. It's the vernal equinox, but we're looking at a wintry mix working its way in. By the time we get to midnight, most of that snow should be out of here, so I don't anticipate this being an event where you need to get the shovels out, but it's definitely going to be some weather whiplash as you head into Friday morning with those temperatures back below the freezing mark. But we do get to about 50 on Friday, and then over the weekend we'll be right around 50 degrees with a chance for rain, slight chance for rain as we go into portions of the weekend. That's a look at your future forecast.
Watching the Wolverines last night, it's easy to get swept up in the March Madness hype, and that excitement may lead, though, to some costly wagers.
If you do put any money on a game, it's important to do so responsibly. Joining us this morning from the Michigan Gaming Control Board, Stina Lyles and Sandra Johnson. Ladies, great to have you here. I guess the first thing we want to talk about when you talk about gambling responsibly, what do you mean?
Well, when we talk about responsible gambling, we're talking about people being able to have fun while they're gambling, being able to set limits that could include deposit limits, wager limits, time limits. That way they're not affecting themselves.
How do you deal with the pressure you might be getting from your friend group, even if it's inadvertently, people aren't meaning to do it, but we're all betting, so are you going to bet, you want to be part of the group, you want to be like your friends? How do you kind of combat that so that you can be more responsible?
You know, you should make yourself knowledgeable. Okay. We have a wealth of information on our website. Know what the games are, know how, just make yourself knowledgeable. You know, that's the biggest I think that's the biggest issue, you know, that a lot of people have. You know, they think, oh, it's fun,
yeah,
but it can be very addictive.
That's exactly what happened to me, and I should preface that with when you see the shiny new toy and you think, oh, I know sports, I like sports, but it's a whole different language to learn. Really.
Absolutely, yes.
It also changes how you enjoy the
Right.
sport itself.
Yeah.
I mean, now you've got money on the line. We've all seen those videos of people so stressed out when they put so much money on a single, like for the Super Bowl or something like. So how do you prevent that? I know you said knowledge is power, but if somebody is at home right now and maybe they're already making bets as March Madness kind of is here upon us, what would your advice be?
Well, there's help available. First of all, they should know that there are regulated sites that they should be gambling on, and they can find a list of those regulated sites on our website, which is Michigan Gaming Control Board, www.michigan.gov/MGCB. But make sure that you're gambling on regulated sites. In addition to that, if you're looking for assistance or help with treatment, you can always call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yeah, that's some of those, I think, moments that you're probably pointing to. When someone wins, you win a bet, you're kind of on a high and you just want to put another one down. Oh, I can't lose, that kind of thing is a dangerous way to get your brain thinking.
Yes.
Most definitely. And that's considered chasing losses, so.
On tilt, as some of those gamblers would say.
Exactly.
So, when we're seeing sort of a societal shift, I mean, growing up, we didn't see ads for gambling the way we do now. We didn't have the apps. We didn't have the technology to make it so easy for it to be on your phone. How do you combat that? The new messaging, sort of when you're seeing it on billboards and you're seeing it in commercials, how do you combat that?
Well, currently we have our Don't Regret the Bet campaign, and that's going on. We work with an advertising agency on that particular campaign. There's tools and tips on don'tregretthebet.org. So we have advertisement. We're advertising via TV. So we have our commercials on television to combat a lot of that's going on right now. Even on social media, Facebook, we have those ads available there as well. Just to give individuals a different aspect to gambling, that they can gamble and they can do it for fun and not get caught up.
Kind of in that same vein, Sina, have you noticed, because when you were talking about those ads were just relentless, but it's finally moved on to another state that's now introducing gambling somewhere. Now, like Don't Regret the Bet is able to break through a little bit. Are you seeing some results in that campaign?
We absolutely are seeing results. It's a great campaign. We work with King Media. We're getting the word out there. Of course, we cannot compete with all of, the ads and things out here, but we do want people to know that there is help, available out there and to reach out to us. Just to ask questions, And
that it could be addicting to begin with. I think some people think of, other things traditionally when it comes to that, but maybe not so much a sports bet,
Yes.
You're not sitting in a casino, so it's got to be different.
Yes.
But you're losing money on your phone.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
The house always wins.
Yes, it does.
That's why they have those big buildings out in Las
You
Vegas.
just want to make sure when you're in your house, you're winning too.
Right. Ladies, thanks so much. A very important message today.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Patrick's Day.
Well, grab your favorite shade of green and make sure that there are extra layers because it's a chilly start to the St. Patrick's Day. 30 degrees in Detroit, 26 in Ann Arbor, 26 in Pontiac, 28 in Monroe, with a northerly breeze making it feel even cooler than that. But overall, a sunny and seasonal holiday here, 45 degrees for the afternoon high, and we're bouncing back nicely over the next couple days. In fact, 60s will return for your Tuesday and Wednesday. Spring starts on Thursday, but it comes with rain changing over to snow, Darnell.
No.
That's doubled the number of people in just 20 minutes.
They don't mess around in Courtown.
Wait till like 9 a.m. It's going to be packed. There'll be a line. That's happy hour.
Like I said, you can't drink all day if you don't start first thing in the morning.
Yeah, that's what all day means. Yeah.
That's like lunchtime for us. We actually could partake in that if we weren't on the clock and it wouldn't be weird for our schedule, but yeah.
This is true. You finish at
I'm telling you, this is where we're going to be going.
And you're like, I just finished up a hard day, man. Set me up.
Oh, well, hopefully everyone is having good fun, safe fun on this holiday.
And staying warm.
Stay safe, stay warm.
Yeah, stay warm for sure. Now, this afternoon will be a little more seasonal, but we're coming off of a very chilly start out there. So let's go ahead and get to that forecast. As everything is lit up in green today, the good news is no green on radar, which would indicate rain. So it is a dry St. Patrick's Day. I guess it's all on how you look at it. It's not really dry, but you know what I mean. So we have a live look at the train station where there is beautiful green lighting on it. Now we're getting, with brighter skies, with sunrise and all of that, but they still have it lit up in green. So 30 degrees in Detroit, 26 in Ann Arbor and Pontiac, 28 in Monroe. Northerly winds 5 to 10 miles miles per hour. So those temperatures across the board, mainly in the 20s. Our only exceptions are City Airport and Grosse Ile at 30. But let's show you what it feels like as you step outside. We're still holding on to some wind chills, especially to our northwest in the upper teens. So feeling like 18 in Pontiac and Howell, 19 in Ann Arbor and Lapeer. Otherwise, you'll find low 20s on the east side, stretching all the way towards Metro Airport for your wind chill reading. And that's because of those northwesterly wind gusts around 10 to 15 miles per hour. So hourly forecast today, rising into the 40s, and that's where we're going to halt things for this afternoon. 45, so very near average day temperature wise, but we do peel back some of those clouds throughout the morning, giving way to sunshine before those clouds increase a little bit later tonight. Partly cloudy skies tonight. South-southeasterly winds will help us out by tomorrow, ushering in some warmer air. 36 for the overnight low. Come tomorrow, hello 60s. They're making a comeback. Increasing clouds, 62, but we'll have that south-southeasterly wind that'll actually help get us even warmer by the time we get to Wednesday. And speaking of which, Wednesday we have a statewide tornado drill, part of the Michigan Severe Weather Awareness Week that we are in this week. And so 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you might hear some of those sirens going off. Statewide, all Michigan counties partaking, but you can practice your tornado safety plans at that time, or at least have a discussion with your family on what to do in the event of a tornado. Hour by hour Wednesday. Here's a look at 8 a.m. Cloudy skies, and we spend most of the day dry until we get in the later part of Wednesday night. Now overnight into Thursday morning, rain overspreads the area, and on the back edge of that, a cooler air mass that starts to build in. And so by Thursday late afternoon, early evening, we could see some wet snowflakes mixing in with that rain, changing over to snow before it pushes out before midnight. And so it is worth noting Thursday's the first day of spring, but that's the day this week that we're looking at the chance for a wintry mix. And the ups and downs will continue. So we're in the 60s the next 2 days. On the first day of spring, the vernal equinox, we fall to 45. But by Friday morning, we're waking up to sub-freezing temperatures, likely upper 20s. We'll be around 50 for the high. We'll be right around 50 through the weekend. Slight chance for rain Saturday, a little more sunshine working in by Sunday. That's your future forecast. Darnell?